Bam! And welcome back. We have a nice little one-shot built here using just the information we pulled from this magic little deck of cards here.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Jazz. We have our 4 characters ready to go on an adventure, and they have no idea, and until a few minutes ago, I had no idea what it might be. So just real quick, let's go over our characters again. Manny, you are playing...
Primus, Optimo. The Warforged Warlock.
And Jemarc, you are playing...
Yeah, my name is Melvin DirtMouth. I'm a monk, and I'm a half-orc, and people tells me I'm a hero, but I don't know if that's true.
Kevin, you are playing...
I'm playing Shindig. He's the fey-attached bard who cannot spend any of his very strange family wealth.
And Jazz, you are playing...
I will be playing Stormcaller, barbarian dragonborn outlander. I was exiled from my family because they didn't believe the truths I tell them about my con artist father.
And now we find ourselves in... Hey, Melvin, what was that town you got kicked out of? Or exiled yourself from, rather?
Oh, you're talking about my town, Dirtville.
Dirtville.
We're not a clever bunch, but we work hard and we dig harder.
The city of Dirtville, where we find the Burning Tree family, in a bid to restore their popularity in town, have decided to throw a masquerade ball. All of the townsfolk have been invited, though no one else in town has nearly enough money for costumes. The town guard is extremely nervous about having all the townsfolk in one place, especially considering how unpopular the Burning Tree family have become since obtaining their vast and sudden wealth. As such, in order to make sure that the relationship between the clearly richest family in town by a wide margin and the town guard remains strong, they have brought in a group of mercenaries to protect the Burning Tree heir, an elf named Shindig. So, Shindig, you find yourself prepping right before the gates open and the party begins. The townspeople of Dirtville stand outside wearing crudely made costumes. And you are, of course, in a costume yourself, as you simply must, for dignity's sake, be a part of the festivities. Shindig, what does your costume look like?
Oh, my costume. Oh, that would probably be, I would do a bird.
Shindig, a bird?
Yes, a crane. I'm going to have the outfit of a crane.
Shindig, a crane. And around you are your 3 hired bodyguards, also in disguise, especially, thankfully, for Melvin, who does not want to be here.
That's right. I don't really want anyone to notice me, so I came up with the perfect disguise. I am disguised as a half-orc. And I honestly think that this will be absolutely brilliant. And for those of you watching, the reason why this is hilarious is because Melvin is very much a half-orc, but because of what we did with Better Backstories, Melvin's unaware of the fact. They were adopted. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna be dressed as a half-orc, and no one's gonna be able to tell who I am. I'm gonna be real big and burly, and no one will... It hurts to talk like that.
I think I need to ask how long it's been since Melvin's been in Dirtville.
It's been only a couple months.
Okay,
I don't think anyone
months
will
out.
know. I've changed a lot. This time I shaved my beard a little bit less than I normally would. Like I said, we ain't a bright bunch, but we work hard and we dig harder.
And a Stormcaller, even though you're a guard, there's no reason to not come dressed up.
I am dressed as Dirty Guard. I smear some mud across my eyes so I look like evil, dirty. I roll around in dirt, so I like blend in with dirt farmers.
Oh, that's what I do when I put on my Sunday best for church.
I blend right in.
And Primus. Primus, how are you dressed?
I wear a traditional human hat.
Rolling the pretty dirt.
Wearing hat.
Blend right in.
What kind of hat, dearest friend?
I borrowed it from one of the guests. It is tall, red, with dangly rope.
Tall and red with the... Are you wearing a turban? Like a red cloth turban with like tassels on it?
I believe the word is fez.
That's better. I
gonna
like
go with
that much
sombrero,
better.
but I like Fez better.
Sombrero would have been great.
Nope, not better than Fez though. No.
It's a big, burly robot warrior with just a fez on his head. Sounds amazing.
It does.
So you are you're gathered at the top of the stairs, overlooking the foyer of the Burning Tree Mansion, where down below you see the butlers have assembled, and they are ready to open the gates on your word. But before they do that, the town sheriff approaches and says to you, "Now, look, y'all. I know y'all new in town.
Yep, I'm new in town. That's right.
Are you? You look fairly familiar.
Nope, it can't be. I'm a half-orc. You know, you've never been a half-orc in town for millennia.
He very closely resembles half-orc.
Well, I'm inclined to agree. We'll have to talk about that later. In the meantime, here's what we got going on here. Why we had to call y'all in. We have suspicions that some folk in town might not be necessarily happy with the goings-on in this here mansion, as it were. You see, we have reason to believe that your sudden onset of wealth, sir, has caused some unrest in the town of very hard-working folk. Very, very hard-working folk, as we all know. Very hard-working folk.
Work hard and dig harder is something I hear the folk here say.
That's our town motto. It's amazing you know that.
I know, it's crazy. I saw it on a sign.
Yeah.
In another town.
Yeah. Welcome to Dirtville. Work hard, work harder. And we are hoping to counteract any possible uprisings that may be coming, or any attempts at your vast wealth, which everyone in town, I'm sure, is very confident that you've acquired through natural and totally trustworthy means.
If you say it is, then why do you doubt it?
You're doing the Warforged thing. You're reading my heartbeat again from a distance. Quit doing that, son. Quit doing that. Now, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Roll your 20.
I don't have that.
Well, you don't have proficiency in that.
Yeah, but you can still add whatever stats attached to it. That
it's
doesn't matter.
Not a solid start, but we're not going to judge you out loud. And he continues on. We want to make sure that your life, especially, is safe from any would-be assassins, and that your wealth is safe from any would-be thieves. It's very important to us to make sure of that, so that our relationship can be copacetic. I mean, keep getting in those paychecks on this line.
Well, it is the parents' wealth. I wish actually be part of this, but I do appreciate you taking the time to look out for me, because I am somewhat concerned for my safety.
And with that, the sheriff says, "Well, of course. Well, we're all set here. We have guards patrolling the perimeter. We have guards on the front door and the back door. And we have guards on the servant doors, of course. And we'll have some patrolling inside the party. You'll know them because all their costumes got a big old sheriff's badge right on the heart. So you'll be able to find us whenever you need us. You got something going on."
Excellent. I appreciate the Sheriff.
So, and he points to the door of the mansion and says, "On your orders."
Let the festivities begin!
And then they do! The doors open and the townspeople come in wearing various costumes. Most of them not especially festive. They got what colors they could from the natural colors of their surroundings, the woods and the dirt and the mud. A lot of mud-smeared potato sacks.
It's a great deal of brown, I take it.
Yeah, a lot of brown, and they all have various masks on, and the various races are all represented. You have the elves of Dirtville, and the humans of Dirtville, and the dragonborn of Dirtville are all represented and frolicking about, and eating heartily of the hors d'oeuvres the Burning Tree family has provided, because many of them have only eaten one meal that day.
Are my mom and pa here?
Go ahead and give me a perception check, Melvin.
Oh yeah, that was a 17 plus nothing. So I got a 17.
17 to look around. You recognize it's difficult to spot people while they're wearing disguises of some kind. But the guests are still coming in, and in this first wave of guests, you do not in fact see Mr. and Mrs. DirtMouth.
Oh, thank God. All right. I'm gonna hang out with you, buddy. Let's go enjoy the shindig.
Do I notice anybody looking suspicious in the crowd?
Perception check, please, Stormcaller.
7.
No.
I stay close to my quarry. I mean, my boss.
Look.
I feel very safe.
You should, pal. You should.
Oh, no.
We're right here for you.
I feel
If you're gonna be here, you gotta blend in and
Do not wander off without telling me.
And Melvin takes some dirt that they always keep in their pocket because it reminds them of home and just smears it across your face. Like, there you go. Now you're here for a hootenanny.
Shindig leaves it.
Shindig leaves it, and now you're finally disguised. Your crane mask has a dirt smear across one side now that makes you look much more like the peasantry that you've invited into your home.
Not really.
No. And with that, you've begun to mingle.
I do. I mingle, saying hello to any of the guests that will talk to me.
I stay right behind him.
I was going to ask, mercenary guards, how do you formate yourselves?
He's never more than on distance from me.
Oh, he's my pally. I got my arm around
How
him.
tall are you?
What, 6 feet?
Okay, I am 6'11", so I see overhead.
I'm 6 foot tall, so the thing is, even though I don't want no one to know I'm here, I still want to show my good buddy Shindig here a good time. I'm actually not aware I'm a mercenary. I thought we were just pals, and he keeps giving me money, which is real nice of you. So I'm showing him around to people, and I'm saying, and this here is the smartest banker in town. This is Charlie. That's 3 C's, an H. His name is Charlie. Charlie's real friendly.
Is it Charlie?
No, Charlie.
Charlie. Marvelous person.
It is good at alliteration, I like.
Oh yeah, it's real. That's a big word you use there.
And now using Better Backstories, we can talk more about who Charlie actually is. So you've encountered him, Charlie. In town, he is a celebrity.
I told you.
Not known for the wealth and riches of the Burning Tree family, but his parents were war heroes. The civil war that founded Dirtville was won by the Charlie clan leading the way.
That's right.
Leading to the meager otherwise wealth of Dirtville and their moderate success, except of course for the amazing sudden success of the Burning Tree family.
Well, of course.
That's right. Before winning the war and being named Dirtville, we used to be known as Clayville. Would you believe? That's a ridiculous name.
So Charlie approaches you. He's wearing his best formal attire, which is his clean overalls, and he's wearing a mask that he has constructed out of one bandana that he has tied around his nose and mouth. And he
so bandito.
Yeah, and he has offered his hand out to you. And you're like, well, it's good to see you.
Primus walks up looking up and down, looking for weapons.
Ooh, yes, you can clearly see that Charlie is armed with a set of knives in the pockets of his overalls.
We will need to confiscate them.
Is it, well, now see this. I can give you one knife. I'll give you one knife for so. And he takes one out and hands it to you. We see this one, and he takes out a relatively shinier knife. This one's a family heirloom. I'll keep this one for myself. You see.
If you use it, there will be consequences.
Well, I was thinking maybe you see like the cheese plate over there. I could see. Look, come here with the cheese plate. And the butler comes over and he picks a little square of cheese. You see, it's functional. And see, it's functional. I say.
Opens a compartment in the chest, puts the knife in, closes it.
I'll allow it. It seems reasonable. Okay, so you allow me. He pockets this this knife. This is the nicest knife in town. This knife has a history. This is the good knife.
That's actually the name, yeah.
Capital G, the good
The
knife.
good knife.
And I got the good knife with me. Gotta have it for all ceremonies after all. Now what we're doing now? We're gonna have a pinata. We're gonna have a little dance off. We're gonna have maybe a hootenanny, do a square dance. What are we doing tonight?
I do believe a dance is planned for later in the evening.
Oh, that'd be lovely. See, I like that. We're gonna do a dance later. Dance later. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay, well I'm gonna go eat little tiny shrimp that you got in the red sauce. And Charlie exits the party.
It's very large shame that he can't see that it's actually blue sauce.
Well, Charlie, they won the war, but they had to sacrifice their ability to differentiate between red and blue.
It's such a sad thing to sacrifice.
You gotta make sacrifices.
You do, but
Also, between you and me, the good knife ain't even sharp. It's also a toy.
It's a toy.
He got it out of Cracker Jack box.
Exactly. That's why we use it for ceremonies, because guaranteed not to hurt, but we tell them it's real.
who's jacking the crackers?
You deceive him about a family heirloom?
Well, no, I didn't deceive them. It's just what the town says.
And
so,
you are in this town.
I'm a half orc. They don't got half orcs in this town.
Oh, are you now? Oh, just because of your costume.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
No, I'm human.
The party continues, and another guest approaches you.
Mm.
Another guest approaches you. A guest with a very severe phobia. A guest with a severe phobia of a severe phobia of negativity.
I think you should talk to this fella.
We got the phobia, and I was trying to figure out what maybe is this person afraid of, and I pulled the scoundrel card. So being afraid of something scoundrelous, I just used the 9 on the back of phobia, and they have a phobia now of always looking on the bad side of things.
Tell you that the deck is so versatile. I impress even myself sometimes.
The fun we're gonna have with this particular character.
And
so this person cannot stand anything negative. I love it.
So I think this woman, Joy is her name, very well known in town.
Joy won the beauty pageant for the past 10 years.
Hello,
So
Joy.
write that down.
And how are you doing this evening?
Well, I'm doing just the absolute best. I am glorious in my costume. I made it out of genuine potato sack, and it goes all the way down to my knees. Why, it's the biggest potato sack in town. And just as a fun little costume here, made my own crown out of forks that I have taped together.
But is it still a sack though? If you've cut it up and are using it for,
You see, that's what I said. I said it's just a dress made of unusual materials, and I think that's very becoming of maybe a future Waters Deep beauty pageant winner.
Oh, is that right? You thinking of taking your talents out of DirtMouth?
Oh, I think so. I think I got.
Dirtville.
Right
I'm
future.
DirtMouth. I don't remember my own. I'm Dirtville.
I suspect I have a bright future ahead of me. I suspect there could be all kinds of things that could be going on for old Joy.
You know what you should do? You should talk to our friend over here. I think they got a lot to say to Joy.
It is very nice sack dress.
Why, thank you. See, that's the kind of civility and manners that we look forward to here in Dirtville. That's what we got. We don't have much. Obviously, you do and your family does, but the rest of us don't have much. And I like to think that one day, maybe we could all have a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'd be lovely for just about everybody.
You mean you don't have much?
Well, I got my sack and I got my crown.
So you got like nothing.
Well, I got my sack dress and I got my crown.
But it's just a sack though.
I
Like
got
you
my
don't really
beauty
have
pageants.
the beauty pageants are in dirt. You're competing against other dirt people. So did you really accomplish much is what I'm saying. You should shoot for the stars.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna shoot for the stars, but first I'm gonna eat them little shrimp with the red sauce. Excuse me.
Oh, the little shrimp might kill you. You just want to keep that in mind.
Well, you don't know till you try.
So it's not so much she's afraid of scary things, she's just painfully optimistic. Here I am actively trying to ruin it, and she's just like glosses over everything.
Is she related to the Charlies?
Oh, Charlie?
Yes.
Well, you know, she's been trying to marry into that family for a while, but they simply won't have it.
It would appear that she is also unaware that the red sauce is blue.
Yeah, indeed, she.
Color blindness, a huge problem in Dirtville.
Well, you work with enough dirt, you know, you can't differentiate.
Oh no, it's actually red sauce. Shindig is just under the impression that it's blue.
So you're the one who's colorblind. That's what they told you.
Oh, this went in totally other direction than I thought.
Is colorblind.
Yes.
You move on through the evening. The rest of the crowd has begun to funnel in. Melvin and Stormcaller, please make perception checks for me, and we're looking for a 15 plus due to these disguises.
16.
17.
Primus is just there.
Yes, indeed. Primus is just there. Melvin, the disguises do not fool you. You would know the silhouette of your parents anywhere. And sure enough, Mr. and Mrs. DirtMouth have entered the party.
Ooh.
They do not seem to have spotted you.
Tell me about my parents.
Well, it's funny you should ask, because with Better Backstories, we can tell you about your parents. Well, Melvin, your father is a local prodigy. He has incredible skills in the sciences.
Oh yeah,
And-
Pa's real smart.
And because of that,
He can mix red and blue and get purple.
the inventor of purple dirt, Mr. DirtMouth, created purple dirt, making the DirtMouth clan one of the better-known members of Dirtville.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. That's how we took the DirtMouth name.
And your mother has been struggling for years
Yeah, that's true too.
with her codependent relationship with your father.
Look, Pa makes a lot of money, but Ma tries her best.
And so you see them enter, Mr. DirtMouth, proudly wearing a sack that is dirty with purple dirt.
Mm.
The color of royalty.
Pa looked real good. Oh, to add to the humor of Melvin not understanding their background, can they be halflings?
Yes.
Awesome.
Mr. and Mrs. DirtMouth, two halflings.
This makes an entire situation hilarious.
One halfling entering, proudly portraying his purple sack. And the
Two
other...
halves make one human.
Yep, that's right. That's
They
how
are
we.
the first halflings I see tonight.
Yes, the first
Very
halflings.
curious.
The first halflings you've seen since entering Dirtville,
Yes.
and Ma Dirtmouth, of course, is attached to his arm, just hugging it very closely. They have not noticed Melvin, who, despite his best efforts, has not in fact chosen a disguise.
Oh heck, Stormy, there's Ma and Pa over there. Aren't they great?
Excuse me, time out. Stormy? I love it.
Yes, I am still dealing with this nickname myself. Those are your parents?
Yeah, that's Ma and Pa right there. They had me all by
You're
themselves.
from this town?
Yeah, I mean, don't tell anybody around here. That's why I'm disguised as a half-orc, so they don't know it.
Why don't you go say hello to parents?
Oh
I'm sure they miss
heck!
you.
Oh heck! I can't do that now. Look, I got out of town for a reason. I can't just go up and tell Mom and Pa, "Hey, look, I'm actually alive." Like it
Maybe
just
you
breaks
give
my
me a
heart.
message to give parents, and I go say, "Excuse me, I am knowing your son, and perhaps I have message for you."
Oh heck! Could you just let them know I'm doing all right and I love them and I'm trying real hard to be the heroes like they told me about, and if they could keep real good care of my hero figurines I kept at the house. That's real important. Those are collector's editions.
Okay, you keep eye on this one. I'll approach Ma and Pa DirtMouth.
Mom,
Okay,
Pa-
and I hold Shindig's hand.
It's
No. Fingers intertwined.
It's very comforting. Stormcaller, you alone approach Ma and Pa Dirtmouth, who are just pleased as peach with everything going on around this party. They seem, just the bright lights of the chandeliers themselves seem to be mesmerizing for this pair of halflings. Oh my, you're so tall, says Ma, latched onto the arm.
Yes. Hello, I understand you are DirtMouth family.
Yes, we are.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name's Stormcaller. I know your son. the Melvin.
Melvin. Oh, do you hear that, Philip? They know Melvin. Oh goodness, how is Melvin doing these days?
Melvin is very good. He misses you both. He loves you both, and he wants you to something very. The little figurines. Says be very careful.
Oh yes, Melvin loves his figurines. Oh, his figurine collection. Oh my goodness, he loves it so much. Just to keep it safe, we got it buried right in the front yard, right under the big old oak tree.
And Melvin, overhearing this, goes, "What?" And then Melvin turns around and goes, "No, this can't just be a thing. We gotta get out to that oak tree right now. We can't. Don't let him see me. Don't let him see me."
I kind of like when he does. It says what he does. I just kind of like I swing my tail around and like bump somebody. And I was like, "Oh, very sorry." So I'm trying to create a distraction.
A distraction created. Joy is actually you bumped her right on the back of the knee, and she just goes, "What? Oh, well, that's fine. You know, sometimes the little falls teach you how to get back up."
I love her so
And
much.
there are people around who are like, "Joy, are you okay? Joy, what happens?" "Oh, don't you worry, nothing now. This fine gentleman, he was just standing rather close, and I think that's nice."
I kind of take her by the elbow and help her to stand up. "Oh, very sorry, nice lady. Please accept my apologies."
Oh, definitely. Oh, I think, well, this is quite nice. She takes you by the arms. I think maybe I need a bodyguard on this fine evening. Not all these rich folk needing bodyguards, after all.
How are they looking? Because now I kind of have a wider view of
Shindig.
Shindig. I have a wider view of Shindig and the area around it. Do I see anything suspicious
Yes, you
from
do.
a distance?
Yes, you do, and that allows me to cash in on that perception roll you made earlier. What you see is, most of the people here are humanoids of some form. Unusually, you've spotted, it's not unusual to spot a dragonborn in DirtMouth, or in Dirtville, for sure.
Sure.
This one is unusual because on his shoulder seems to be perched a fairy, a small fairy. It is a pink fairy with green wings and long white hair, and it is just sitting on his shoulder, seems to be taking in the view. This dragonborn has turned a corner and gone into another dining room, and you've lost sight.
Very suspicious. I will excuse myself from the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get away from Joy, but if she latches on, I'll just drag her along with me.
And you know what? Let's tell a 50-50 shot. Okay, yeah, she'll let go.
Okay. And then I'll go back up to Shindig. What color dragonborn was it?
Is a red. What color are you?
I'm blue.
I never asked. I realized Stormcaller is blue.
So what color is Stormcaller to you?
Oh no.
Red. So you just mix up red and blue. That's your whole thing.
So I come back up to Shindig and I said, "Do you know red dragonborn with pink fairy on shoulder?"
And Shindig, you do not. You don't know of any dragonborns in town who have any kind of fey friends.
I can't actually recall the last time I saw a Fae with a dragon, honestly.
Very curious. What was the warhorse's name?
Primus Optimo.
Primus. You come with me, yes?
Yes, dragon dragonborn.
And then I'll lead him after where I
Did
saw
you say
Dragonborn.
dragon flesh bag?
Yeah, Stormcaller and
You'll
Primus.
never know.
Yeah, Stormcaller and Primus, you turn the corner, making your way through the thick crowd. It's elbows. And you.
It's like a high school rave party.
Exactly. And there's all kinds of high school rave music are playing.
And all the people are wandering around like, leave room for dirt, Jesus.
Yeah. A series of red plastic cups has been plastered around mysteriously.
They don't even have plastic.
Joy is spiking the punch bowl.
Red clay.
Red clay cups. There's a
I try to flip them, but they break.
Yeah, one of your many dining room tables now has a series of stacked red clay cups in a triangular formation on either side.
I wonder what that's all
And
about.
someone is throwing the jewels from your chandeliers at the cups, the formation of cups.
Somebody on another corner has one cup that keeps turning over and over while they're.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it.
Another one has a silver coin that they're trying to bounce into one of the red clay cups.
Oh, Hector playing clay pong. I ain't played that in a minute.
But that's what Primus.
World building, folks.
That is what Primus and Stormcaller see as they enter the dining room, and you cannot find that Dragonborn again, which is mysterious because it's only been 5 seconds.
I grab the nearest person by the scruff of the neck and insist they tell me, where did Dragonborn go?
Oh goodness, Dragonborn. Let me see.
A red Dragonborn with pink fairy.
He was just coming around here. I just saw him. Where'd he go? Hey, Clay, where'd he go? And Clay says, well, I don't know where he went. I just saw him. He was just walking by, and now he's poof, he's mysteriously vanished.
What other exits are there from this room?
There is an exit into the dining room that has the pong table set up. There is the way that you came.
Can Primus roll investigation?
Let me resolve this first.
Okay, so hold on. We were in the living room.
You're in the living room.
We entered the
You entered the first dining room.
first dining room, so there's another dining
It's
room.
a second dining room.
Okay. Any other exits besides that? Besides the one behind me and the one behind
And the servants' stairs.
Oh, heck, you know.
We are too rich.
That's only one of your dozen dining rooms.
Too rich for not spending a single dime.
You know, in my house, we just put the dining room in the kitchen. That way you can just eat right there.
Fair. You just, cook and turn.
I still
Cook and turn.
I have
I'm sure Melvin's the kind to just eat on the toilet. It's a chair.
Okay.
We called it chamber pot. We made
Primus. Investigate servant's door. See if it's been opened.
You investigate the servants' door. We're just looking for a 10 here. Well, that's a 4.
Plus a 5.
9.
9.
Oh!
Oh, wait, no, he's proficient. 11.
Oh my goodness, man, you absolutely nailed it.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, that's way too high.
What?
No, the proficiency is to a 5.
Yes.
Oh!
3 plus 5, or 3 plus 2 is 5.
Just kidding.
Math is impossible.
Math is hard. That was a 9.
Considering Primus is good with math.
That was a failure.
The servants.
I was the one who said the math. Fact.
You can
You're
see
right.
that this door does in fact open. It is unlocked. Is what is easily found. It opens into the room.
I disassembled the hinges to investigate.
They are made of brass, and you now have a disassembled door in your inventory.
Opening several compartments.
Collapses into a pouch.
You fold it up. Why not?
Sure. We'll use what
God,
is it?
Primus Optimo.
Diablo rules for inventory.
It turns into a leaf, and you can just keep it.
Oh, Animal Crossing rules.
Yes.
I love it.
Animal Crossing.
Tom Nook is right there behind the door.
And there is a servant standing right there with a
It
tray.
was a
of
door
food.
made of oak.
And it was. There's a servant standing there with a tray going, I don't know if this is okay.
Did you see Dragonborn go down through? You said stairs, right?
Yeah, they go down.
Yeah. Did
Into
you
the
see
basement.
Dragonborn go downstairs? Red Dragonborn.
I didn't see a dragonborn, but you do notice behind him there is a group of people, like 4 servants are cleaning up what looked like a series of spilled trays in this narrow hallway.
What happened down there?
Well, we don't necessarily call ourselves clumsy. We're no DirtMouths, after all, but it seems what happened here is...
That's what's called a callback.
For no reason at all, just 4 people right in a row just fell over. I don't know what happened. It was silly. Luckily, I kept the trays with the blue sauce. We gotta call it blue sauce.
I could roll an Arcana check,
An Arcana check.
because they describe being knocked down by nothing.
Okay, what do you got?
I thought you were gonna do
something.
Well, Arcana check with a +5. With a 16, you think there are a few things. There are spells that create powerful gusts of wind. And you notice with this narrow hallway, someone invisible would have a hard time making their way through.
Dragonborn with fairy. Carry the 5. Invisibility spell.
What math did you need to use for that?
magical math.
It was a blessing.
Okay. One part of me is telling me to tell the guards to follow you so that we can bring Melvin with us. But you need to come with us. Melvin! Where's my voice? Melvin! Bring our our ward with us. We have something to investigate downstairs. He might be useful.
Look, I'd really like to help you, but I'm dealing with something right now. All right?
I am not interested in your constipation.
No, not that. Although that is something that needs to be discussed. My parents My figurines by the oak tree. They're mint condition. You can't bury them beneath the dirt. I know this. I'm a DirtMouth. I mean, I know this because of logic and things that Primo was always talking about.
Melvin, I help you with figurines after this, I promise.
You
I give you my solemn promise as a Stormcaller.
You need a pinky swear now, Stormy.
Pinky square with my tail.
Okay. All right.
It is done.
Pinky swears is how we settle everything here in
And I
Dirtville.
will lead us downstairs.
Pinky swears are their only currency before the Burning Tree family.
Pinky swears are legally
Did
binding
we
here in
invent money?
Dirtville.
Is that what happened here?
Okay, so you go down the hallway to
Hamilton's our
investigate.
town.
Apparently.
The servants are cleaning up, and you go down the hallway. You see the hallway leads down to the servants' kitchens, where they prepared all the meals for the party.
I'll explain to them what we think happened.
Of course. You have entered the kitchen. The cook and all the people are very busy shuffling about back and forth. And you can see that there is a swinging door, one of those futum 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 doors. That is futum futum futumfing as you enter.
How does that go again?
A futum futum futumf. I don't want to hit you too hard with the scientific nomenclature, but this is
I think we just found a title for this episode.
this is a primarily futumf door. You know what? Just because I like it so much. As is Fatumfing, the head chef, who is a flump, is directing traffic and making sure, and he says, "I went through that door."
Melvin would like to stealth their way through the door. Melvin actually has stealth despite being so clumsy. And I think, Better Backstories wise, this was developed from being on the lam from their shame. They learned how to be stealthier.
Okay, a stealthy boy.
Yeah, stealthy, 6 foot tall orc.
Everybody's
8?
tall.
Yeah, so you immediately
Yeah.
bash your hip on a work table, and a bunch of pots fall on the floor.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'll be like, it's alright, I got this. I'm gonna see what's going on over there. And then I go through the and I go, ha, perfect.
And you hear the chef's.
Do you fall on your face?
I fall on my face through the door,
Okay.
and I go, no one noticed a thing.
I will step over.
I'm holding the door open with my body. Yes.
Primus will step
Shindig is
on
also
and
not
over.
stealthing.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you just come in. The flump says, "Hello, sir."
Hello. Keep working. Ignore me.
Don't have time not to work. We got to make a lot of blue sauce. And they're making a lot of blue sauce. You see him he's got 8 pans within his various tentacles. Just,
Is red.
we say blue around here.
No, it's blue. You have been the
What
affliction.
color is my skin?
Red.
You are a strange little man, and you have my pity.
You make your way through, and you can see that this hallway leads to a branch of staircases. One leads up to the 6th dining room. One leads up to the gaming room, where a squadron, or not a squadron, a fleet of billiard tables have of course been assembled. And there's one that leads to the front foyer, so the butler can very quickly go out and open the door. 3 stairways lie before you. And as you have a choice of one of these 3 stairways, all the chandeliers in the mansion immediately blow out. And a scream is heard in the foyer upstairs.
Wasn't me. Y'all saw it. I fell right here. I didn't do it. I don't want no one to think I
You are
did.
in darkness in this hallway. Complete
Alright.
darkness.
So just to check, dark vision.
Dark vision.
Dark vision.
It did not mention anything about dark vision.
Okay, and I don't. So I light a torch.
You light a torch.
And I. What do you want to do, sir? I suggest we investigate.
Oh yes, no, we must upstairs.
Yes, you head upstairs into the foyer under torchlight, and the town guard have, of course, brought torches as well. We can see the gruesome scene where Joy's body lies face down, the good knife sticking out of her back.
Oh, heck. Who went and told him where the real good knife was? Jimbo! Jimbo, was it you? Man, you try to tell a little kid one secret.
Okay, a little kid named Jimbo waddles up to you. A little kid named
Waddles
Jimbo.
is right. He's quite rotund.
He's known for his timing. Jimbo's known for his timing, and it says we got a 5 on timing. So for midnight or noon, Jimbo walks up to you, and he says, "Oh, hello. It's Melvin. Hi, Melvin. Oh man, I haven't seen you in forever."
Jimbo,
Yeah, that's me.
did you tell Charlie where the real good knife was?
Well, everyone in town knows Charlie has the real good knife.
No, he didn't. We gave him the toy knife. You remember that?
Oh yeah, with that hilarious prank you pulled right before you left. No, I remember that.
Yeah, that's right. So then how do I... And I pull out what I think is the real good knife, and it's like a rubber toy, and I go, boing. Oh, heck.
Oh, see, he got you right there. He got you. That's
Oh, heck, he
classic.
really did
That's
get me
classic.
wrong.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Do we see Charlie?
You do not. He is not in the crowd.
Who else is near the body?
All of the people of the party, including Mr. and Mrs. DirtMouth, are gathered around the party. What you, I suppose you're asking who's not there, is you're asking. You don't see that dragonborn with the fairy on his shoulder. You don't see Mr. and Mrs. Burning Tree. Mr. and Mrs. DirtMouth have gathered. You don't see Charlie.
Sheriff?
You don't see the sheriff.
Any guards?
There are 4 guards positioned with torches, and there are a series of butlers working to get the chandeliers relit.
Okay, and you said Ma and Pa are not there.
Mom and Pa are there.
Oh, okay.
They're horrified.
Okay, they're alive, though.
They're involved, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, says Ma, and Pa, I've decided, is very stoic instead of learning a voice.
I suggest guards don't let anyone leave this room.
Aye.
We should locate the sheriff.
The butler did it.
He was
But
warned
notice-
there were consequences. Where is Charlie? Charlie.
Can I just say for the record, this is my first time on television.
Are you asking Jimbo? Are you asking Jimbo?
Yes.
I haven't seen Charlie since he went into the second dining room.
We will start our hunt there.
And you re-enter the second dining room. The festivities have died down. And inside the second dining room, you see the overturned cups. And the table is sitting face up and unused. You do not see anyone in this room. This room has somehow been completely abandoned. And considering how tightly packed the party was before, you find that extremely unusual. It seems like people are actively staying out of this room, though they don't seem to notice that they're doing it.
Do we feel anything when we enter the room as far as fear or...
You do. I want everyone to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fun. I don't have that.
I do.
I'm not the wisest. Oh, 16.
It's a 3.
15.
11.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. So, give me the numbers again. 11,
16.
16,
3.
3,
15.
15. Shindig and Primus, you feel compelled. You do not want to be here. You are filled with an overwhelming fear while you are in this room. And you two feel it, but it's not preventing you from doing anything. You feel it too. The goosebumps going up your scales tell you that this room is, for some reason, horrifying.
I have the duck bumps. Something is wrong here.
I feel something moving. I think my constipation's over.
Error.
Hey, good for
Error.
you, man.
Leave area.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good day.
As long as you are in this room, Shindig and Primus. Oh, I guess you can't get frightened, can you?
Didn't say anything about that.
It's a Warforged thing.
How big is the room?
The room is 20 feet by 20 feet.
Okay. And there's 2 doors, one on either side?
Yes. It's a corner room.
I can't be magic to sleep and I'm resistant to poison, but it didn't say anything about like fear.
Okay, you a scaredy bot.
Okay, so if I'm in one corner, I want to breathe lightning into the opposite corner.
Ooh, you
It's
do
a
so.
30. It's a 30-foot line, 5
Mhm.
foot wide. So I'll hit at least 1, 2, 4, 5 squares.
Okay, yeah, no, you absolutely do so. And you breathe lightning, and the very first thing is you go right through that table in the middle of the room they were playing clay pong on, and that table's gonna fall apart. And underneath it is the tied up body of Charlie.
Underneath that.
He was underneath the table, and he's tied up with a gag in his mouth, but he looks otherwise alive. He's definitely panicked. If
I rush to his aid and untie him and ungag him. What
Oh.
happened, Charlie? You have a long name.
He just called me the 3 C's. Or the 3 Chuz. Well, you see, what happened
You
was...
could also call him Chucky Charles.
I like Chuz. I call you Chuz.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I was dancing with Joy, and it was the first time ever she ever paid attention to me, and I thought that was going to be a right fine time, and I was having a swell day, and then all of a sudden the lights went out, and something bonked me on the head, and I woke up under this table, and then there was a lightning strike, and now don't get me wrong, it's not the first time I've been struck by lightning, but this one was particularly scary because I didn't know where I was, and suddenly an arc of light comes through the sky, and here I am, and now you're picking me up, and you're holding me in your very strong arms.
I want to investigate the bump on his head, see how it was made.
Absolutely. Investigation check.
With a -1.
Oh, I believe in you.
This may just result in yes is bump.
Natural 20!
Natural
All
20!
right. Secret tunnel.
Oh my god.
Come on, high fives all around.
The
None for you.
our first net. No, I don't deserve one. I'm the bad guy.
And none for Gretchen Wieners.
Duh.
So, excuse me. 19.
With your natural 20, you find that there are blue scales in the hair on his head.
That's not right.
Not that they are attached, but like loose scales. Right on the big welt that has begun to form. There are blue scales.
Blue by his
blue
definition?
is blue
Or
my
like
blue?
they're
Your blue.
Okay.
By his blue, red scales.
But I'm too scared to be looking at that. We're not even in the room.
You're not even in the room. Or if you are in the room, you're shivering like a Scooby.
No, we would have left.
I'm gonna walk up
Okay.
and be like, Stormy, what's going on?
Someone with blue scales has attacked this man.
And I look at Charlie, and I look at you. Oh heck, when did you hit him?
I did not hit this man. I don't even have blunt weapon. I have hand axe and I have the halberd.
Okay, well Charlie, do you remember enough? I mean Charlie, Chuck, what do you remember?
Chuz is fine.
Oh, Chuz. Right, we've never met. That's why I was trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, and where did you happen to find a real good knife?
Oh, well, I've always had the good knife. You remember, it's a town heirloom.
Right, I just heard rumor that you had a toy knife at one point, and then you had a good knife.
Is there any blood coming from what?
Coming from his head wound?
Yes.
No, it seems to have been just a little blunt force trauma.
Where
Just
were
the
you-
concussion.
Where were you when you got hit?
I was dancing in the foyer
In the foyer.
with Joy.
With Joy.
Who all was there?
It was just me and Joy and everyone else in town. Your mom and your pa.
What? My mom, Pa. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, ain't you Melvin?
I'm Marvin.
My mistake. You know what? Roll deception. Let's see.
Yes.
Let's
I've
see.
been waiting for this.
It's the worst disguise ever. Oh my god! That was a 17.
Yeah, my mistake.
My name is Marvin, not Melvin. It's a common mistake. It's all good. But no, seriously. So you say you were in the foyer
That's right.
with all the townspeople,
Right,
with someone's mom and pa, this Melvin feller, you said.
right.
All right, and this Melvin feller, you'd say he's like a pretty good dude.
Oh, you know what? There was a time when everyone in town was kind of mad at him because he was. You see, there was a big robbery, right? Like all the fruit stands in town was getting robbed. We call him the fruit stand bandit. And sure enough, all the fruit stands got knocked over by some mysterious reason, like a little domino effect. And we were all so mad because all our apples and our dirt potatoes was just rolling on the ground for no reason. And we was all worried about it. But the funny thing about it, all them fruit carts, all them dirt potato carts, all of them high tropical mangoes that we occasionally grow, they all got knocked over in exactly the right direction to pin under the leg of the thief. And we looked over and there was Melvin crying his eyes out worried because he ruined all our livelihoods and we had to go into dirt farming for real. But that's okay because he stopped the thief and everybody was saved. And we all love him for that.
I need to take a second, Stormy. You take care of this now. Ma, Pa! And
What do I?
Melvin runs out of the room.
Can I tell what type of weapon was used?
It seems to have just been a fist. Someone strong has bashed someone on the head.
Hey.
Yuck.
I help him up, and I say, I must tell you that Miss Joy is no longer with us. She has been grievously injured with the good knife.
Oh my goodness, with the good knife? Well, I can't imagine the good knife doing anything like that. And he takes the good knife out of his pocket. And he says, well, good knife, you'd never do that. Oh, good knife, no.
I am confused.
Oh, no, good
I
knife.
take him to the foyer
Mm-hmm.
and show him Joy's body and the knife.
And you see Joy's body, but the knife is not there. And everyone is starting to get Joy's things together, and they're going to start to try to move her out and turn this party into more of a funeral.
Primus will come over and investigate the corpse.
Roll investigation for me. Well, okay.
Yeah.
17 plus 5.
22. Yeah, you can see that the wound in Joy, now that you're much closer, and that there's not a knife blocking your way, you see that this wound is it's far too deep to have been made simply with a knife. This would have had to have been done with at least a short sword.
These wounds and ligature marks match. Search found. Short sword.
There's staircase.
I knew he was doing a thing. I was so scared.
No, the townspeople start waving it off. It's like, we don't have time for your nonsense mumbo jumbo. This woman been stabbed. We're gonna give her an honorable burial right quick, so ain't nobody got to grieve for too long.
Mom, Pop, back! I'm real sorry I left home!
Melvin!
Mom, Pop!
Oh my goodness! So a joyous moment couples with the dark grieving of the rest of the town.
Yeah, that sounds accurate to the DirtMouth lineage.
What kind of weapons do the guards have?
The guards have maces.
Did we see anybody with a short sword
You did. The Dragonborn with the pixie on his shoulder earlier.
who had red skin?
Who had red skin. I guess I never actually concluded that, did I? No, blue skin, blue scales. Sorry, was I not clear on that?
No,
No,
I
you
never
said it was
said
a you said it was
You
a
said,
red.
'cause I was the one who saw him, and you said that I saw
I'm
red.
sorry. It was the whole red blue thing.
Okay, so to clarify,
Okay,
it's a
I am
blue.
less suspicious now.
Okay, to clarify, it is a blue scaled dragon, but you said
Which
red
is the
because
same
of
as
him.
me,
Yes.
Okay,
but he sees it as red. Okay.
everything went
Yeah.
topsy turvy for a bit.
So I asked him if he saw red, meaning did he see blue? Okay,
Okay.
We got there.
we're good now.
Okay, this
Let's
makes more
just
sense.
retcon the whole last hour.
Nothing matters, and everything is made up.
Human logic.
We retconned the whole last hour. Melvin's still unaware that he didn't make the mistake.
Okay.
Time reset.
There seems to be some type of illusion magic happening. We see good knife is not good knife. It was definitely done by short sword, and the good knife is still with Chuz. Is something very strange going on.
Mhm.
But who would want to kill Joy, and why now?
Probably someone who's a killjoy.
Thanks for coming, folks.
So,
Can I just kill part of the cast?
please. So this, another scream is heard, but this time from upstairs.
Is her crown missing?
Is Joy's crown missing?
The four crown.
No. Joy's crown is not missing. Okay.
Her clothes are.
Oh, sorry. No.
All right, another
A whole
scream. I
conspiracy for a
immediately run
crown
towards
made
it.
of force.
You go up the stairs, and you find yourself in the master bedroom of the mansion, where, so I guess we never gave, Ma and Pa Burning Tree have asked to spend the party in isolation.
Wouldn't they be mother and father?
Mother and Father Burning Tree. Well, they've only been rich for a few days.
Oh.
Yes.
Mother.
Father. Mom.
And you find-
Sorry,
That's
when you
just
said that, all I thought
natural
was
way
Inuyasha! Kagome!
Happy.
As you enter the master bedroom, exiting at full sprint is a large blue dragonborn who shoulders into you, Stormy.
I will shoulder her back.
Yes.
Or, well, which do you want? Do you want an attack, or do you want a strength saving throw?
Let's call this a strength saving throw to see if you are knocked prone against his strength.
23.
Well, I'd say you did it.
Boom!
The
Runs into a wall of flesh.
large
Scales.
The large dragonborn smashes into you. His mask goes flying off, and he lands on his back. And you see the very recognizable face of your father.
No. You!
You, my only and only truly biological son.
You never believed that within your heart. And you have wronged me for the last time.
And he looks up at you with the equivalent of puppy dog eyes to a dragonborn and says, and he looks back at the elven couple holding each other in fear, especially Mother Burning Tree, who's clutching at her pearls. And you notice your father is clutching something in his hand with a leather thong coming off of it. Sorry, leather cord. People can call it a thong. It's totally normal and not weird to say it that way.
He killed people just to steal the Mother Burning Tree's elf.
And he says, my son, my true son who I've always loved and everyone knows that. You need to let me leave now.
No.
Well, okay, well
Does he
that's
have a short
fine.
sword on him?
He does have a short sword on him.
You will pay for your crimes, and you will not get away with this again. I will not let the dishonor that you brought upon me to continue. I was banished from home because of you, and they will now know the criminal you really are.
And I'll try to grapple him.
Your father takes whatever he's holding in his hand and shoves it into his mouth. And he jumps up and starts going for the window.
Again, I tackle /
Could
grapple
Primus
him.
use Charm Person?
Well, wait, did they follow me?
Hey,
Primus dead. I'm cuddling Mom and
Oh,
Pa.
that's right.
I'm
let's
just
resolve-
following you because you
Stormy's-
gave me a command.
Stormy's in the doorway. Let's resolve Stormy first. Roll that grapple check for me, please.
Now, that's a attack or it's
That is a
athletics?
that is a competing athletics check, if I recall correctly.
I do. I believe
Mhm.
you are right. 19.
19. Yeah, no, I got a 20, man.
Oh man.
Sorry, bro.
No, that's good.
You go for the grapple, and right shy of the ankle, he's gonna kick free, brush past the screaming elves, and jump out of the window.
Okay.
And
That always was slippery. He had silky skins.
and take 4 points of falling damage.
He will.
He will. And you hear, oof, ouch.
I really wanted to make a character choice there, but it probably wouldn't work.
He gets up and starts heading into the town, towards the most obvious visible sign in town, the big oak tree in front of Melvin's yard. And he has begun taking off, and the elven parents are, you need to stop him!
What did he steal?
Oh, goodness, I couldn't tell you, not on my life.
You tell me now or I not get it back. I'm here to protect your son, not your jewels.
At this point, I think the rest of you have reached the bedroom.
Oh no! The reason why I wanted to make a character choice than jumping out the window is Melvin reunited with Ma and Pa. Melvin wanted to go get his action figures.
You heard the window shatter. I guess you're downstairs reuniting.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
maybe he starts to go out the door and sees the land right in front.
Yeah. Melvin's like, Ma, Pa, I can't, on either shoulder because they're halflings.
And Primus, at full sprint, arms like this, jumps out the window after him.
Awesome. Ooh, superhero landing.
Taking 2 points of falling damage.
-2.
I
Yes.
run back downstairs.
Yeah, and Melvin's like,
Primus is hot on the trail.
Ma, Pa, I can't believe you buried my
T1000
figurines. You can't do that. They're collectibles. And then, boom! Oh, hi, Optimo!
And
I have a nickname for everyone.
Yeah, Primus takes off running after the large dragonborn you saw fall and keep running. Shindig, where are you?
So I was running up after Stormcloud and trying to get to my parents.
Yes, you've reached your parents, and you and Stormy are in the bedroom now, while these two are in hot pursuit. And your mother is clutching her pearls, and she says that she can't on her life describe to Stormy what was stolen. But this is your mother. You know her better than anyone.
Mother, we need to know what was taken, what was done.
Persuasion.
Yes.
All right.
In the background, you hear, my figurines! He's going after them!
Absolute garbage
Mother,
rolls.
tell your children not to come my way.
11.
Yeah, no, absolute garbage rolls from Mom mean that I guess I'm gonna reveal the plot to you now. Yeah. What was stolen was a platinum coin the one piece of jewelry that you never see me wear, that I always keep in the box high on the shelf next to the books you're not allowed to read?
Yes.
That was a present that has made our family very wealthy. It was given to us from a friend of mine who's not from here, let's say. And as long as that medallion is outside of this house by the stroke of midnight, all of our wealth will evaporate. We will have nothing.
So that's where it all came from.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I didn't want to reveal this. It was much more dramatic if I didn't. But yes,
I love the idea of the family being that dramatic.
our wealth was a gift. We need to get it back, Shindig. You have no idea what kind of embarrassment this could cause us.
Oh no, I certainly do, because I also have copies of the books. So...
Oh no! We tried to protect you! Blame your father! They're all him! They're all images of him!
That's impressive, especially the one with the warlock. Now, I think we should go. Stormwalker, please help me. Running downstairs.
I'm following.
Okay.
Yes.
Even though he's misnamed me twice. But it's fine.
What? Stormcaller, yes.
Well,
He's
you
rich-
said
Stormcloud,
and
then
then you said
Stormwalker.
Well, that's fine.
Is this a character choice?
Yes, actually it is.
See, that's
Walker,
why I
Texas
said
Stormcaller.
Stormy.
Whatever you say, shin face.
Yes! There it is!
There's been no shins in my face. Just name me one more time.
I don't know the people.
So Primus, you're pursuing this Dragonborn. He's heading towards what seems like the old oak tree.
I have a speed of 35.
Well, that's much faster than him, so you're definitely gaining on it.
Luckily, he's not in an old Chevy.
You are going to catch him. Is there anything that you want to do before you get in range to yell at this guy?
Halt.
I'm already here. Oh, him. Yeah, okay, he does not halt.
Am I in range for an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, you can easily get within range for an Eldritch Blast, Primus.
To describe Primus,
Mhm.
you know, regular,
Well, we know Fez.
regular Warforged, like metal, stone, robotic body.
Yes.
But being a warlock, inscribed is a bunch of Eldritch runes and ones and zeros all over. And as he's casting Eldritch
I'm
Blast,
here for this.
Yes.
the ones and zeros and runes just start to glow into the hand, and then a tube comes out of the hand to launch it.
Perfect. And
You Mega Man?
Just made a Necron.
a colorful flurry of binary code shoots out. And I want you to roll a spell attack for me, please.
Then we all realize we're in the Matrix.
Roll to hit, I'm guessing.
Yes, roll to
There is
hit
no
against
spell.
the armor class.
Oh.
A 3. Okay. The Eldritch Blast is going to go wide and strike the oak tree.
Oh no, my figurines! Optimo, you dang idiot!
Leaving a scorch mark, but it is not burning. And the Dragonborn sees this, turns on his heels, and uses his tail to drag in the ground, and it looks real cool. And he turns around completely, and is facing you now, and he's ready to square off with you, Primus. And we're gonna roll our initiative for Primus, and just behind him for Melvin.
And Mom Paw on my shoulders.
And I am gonna get absolute trash here.
I got an 18.
18 plus 4.
He's clearly first, but I'm
So you
safe.
got a 22. And what'd you get?
18.
18. Primus, you're first.
How many
So,
turns away are we?
You are a one turn away.
I will use another cantrip, and I will use Chill Touch.
Okay. You can get right up to him and you'll touch him. You'll touch him a little bit.
You tap him.
actually,
Chill Touch is
apparently it's a
Oh.
ranged attack, yeah.
But it's got touch in its name.
Because
Well,
a
but-
skeletal hand appears and touches them.
Oh, well that happens.
And then after it
A
touches
robotic
them,
hand without the metal frame.
And it's not cold damage either. It's
it's a really
It's
bad.
necrotic touch.
it's
Yeah.
necrotic damage. So like a Terminator hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What it actually does is he taps him and he becomes just real chill.
And it doesn't even and they said we were making things up as we went.
He just chills. Oh my
Oh,
god!
You're gonna hit the tree.
Wait. Is chill touch attack or is it?
Whoa! I believe it instead this necrotic damage is going to fly out and touch the tree. And the tree is going to begin to rot.
And I'm yelling like, "Dag nabbit, Optimo! I swear if them affects my figurines, I'ma give you a whooping like no business."
Targeting parameters out of sync.
I love it.
Goes to Melvin.
Melvin is gonna run past Optimo here and take their broken shovel that is actually a quarterstaff and bludgeon. The attempt is to bludgeon the Dragonborn out of the way because I'm still trying to get to my figurines.
Okay.
I'm very focused.
So you're just trying to move him.
Well, with attack damage, like I want to hurt him.
I mean, you just hit him
Doesn't
and
knock
run
him out
by
of the
him.
way.
Yeah.
Knock back with the hit.
We're confirming we are hitting him.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Okay, so a hit. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Awesome. And this puppy here.
I'm just rolling Garbo.
Get him out now.
7 damage.
Yeah. No, you're gonna get him. You're getting pretty good. Are you just trying to knock out all the bad rolls?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna hit him with a broken shovel across the back of the back, and he's gonna go ah.
Awesome. And I'm gonna run past him, and then get to the oak tree, and go, "Mawpaw, where is it?" And then I'm gonna try to.
You're gonna run right past him.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page for that. Well, that's gonna hit you.
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction. You have
can't
a
control
problem.
himself.
And it's gonna cost you 5
Thanks
damage.
to Better Backstories.
Thanks to Better Backstories.
This addiction brought to you by.
You could just write it under.
Oh, you tried. Yeah. Okay. 5. Okay. Yeah. So I take the hit and I go to him and it's like, "Ow! I'm gonna deal with you later." And I keep running. And Mom and Pa are helping me, like they're like using their hands. They're trying to help me find my figurines. They're like, "Don't you think this Mom and Pa? Shut up, Pa! Just dig." I feel like one of those people who like back in like cowboy times, like they buried treasure somewhere and they're like trying to find it.
Like that scene in Fargo.
Yeah.
you're just scooping
Yeah.
with your hands, even though you have a shovel. But it's a broken
It's
shovel.
a broken
so
shovel.
you
I
had
don't
to, like, you
I
had
don't
to
want
make a
to.
choice.
I don't
no
want to
stake.
damage it.
Yeah, you had to make a choice.
Well,
You're
you
just gonna like pick at it like a little kid with a stick.
Well, I don't want to damage my figurines.
That's
You
very
also
important
you should
fact.
add Mon Pa to your inventory.
Oh yeah, Mon and Pa are in my inventory now.
Mhm.
They're part of my equipment.
You have to build a special backpack for his parents.
Melvin, I see your strength bonus is a +3.
Yes.
So we're gonna say that you are able to dig 3 feet down very quickly,
Okay.
like a little gopher badger.
Okay.
Let's go to let's start adding you guys in. Wait, roll initiative for me, please.
Father hasn't gone yet.
Oh, father hasn't gone.
No, that was
because
just
he
his-
went. That's right.
It was just.
No, that was an attack of
It was just our.
And he's first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna say, "Silvalina, back up now!" And nothing happens in the immediate, but he's gonna draw his scimitar.
Scimitar.
I'm very bad at pronouncing that on purpose. And then he's gonna swing at Optimo, who was trying to hit him with magic laser. He's gonna run right at you, Optimo, and go for you. And he's gonna nat 20. And it's
Ooh,
not
that crit damage.
super good.
Kink.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna hit you for 9 damage.
I am down to 1, so I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Cool. Light me on fire, Daddy.
That's a save.
Let's look up the
That is a
rules.
save. It is. I'm gonna roll a save, and then we're gonna figure out what stat to associate with it.
I think at the save you take half damage, right?
I believe yes, it is the save. I take half damage. We
I think
just need to
it's-
memorize your
it's
spells real
You
quick.
gotta make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw is gonna be 10. So we're gonna
It's your-
fail
it's your-
that.
Considering
it's your
how
spell-
high
We're gonna fail that.
Your
Your
spellcasting.
spellcasting modifier.
I didn't
is,
write that down.
Well, it's 8 plus your spellcasting ability plus proficiency.
Warlock should be charisma. I
Yeah,
think.
8 plus
Yeah.
charisma.
8 plus 4 is 12.
Yeah,
plus
you're fine.
2.
So he didn't save.
You big robot boy. So I did not save. I'm gonna take full damage.
Yeah.
2d10 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
8.
8. That's it hurts a lot. It's not good for me or fun. And he's
I point the finger. The top of the finger comes back, and fire sprays out.
This is the coolest character you've ever made.
It's about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the sparks and the magic coming in. Speed, 1 HP. And you would probably announce loudly if I were you, but I'm not. I'm thinking, what am I doing? Yeah, so you've heard him. He's on fire now.
Critical damage.
And the last thing he's gonna do, he called for help from someone, and last thing he's gonna do is he's just gonna look mournfully at you in the eyes, and son, as you arrive, son.
Let's establish that, yes.
Yes, I've always loved you, and this is the heist of the century, I tell you. It's up to
You'll
you.
always be a criminal in my eyes.
Roll your initiatives, you two. You've made it to the battle.
Ooh.
10.
That is a 19.
Wow. So
Oh,
going in
wow.
order then, it's still to Primus first off. You said 10 to 19.
And then me.
19. So it's gonna be Primus, and then it's gonna be Shindig.
Oh, you're right. I'm after Shindig.
So I'm going to attempt another Eldritch Blast,
Yep.
even though he's right in front of me.
I swear to God, if you roll 1 and hit me as I find my figurines,
I'm probably just going to end up hitting that tree and it collapses on you.
At this point.
I have goals.
Mm-hmm.
6.
6 plus 6 for your spellcasting, so 12 to hit.
Yeah.
Go
And I
miss.
guess plus. Ah.
No, he gets plus proficiency also.
Yeah. So yeah, the spellcasting proficiency would be
Plus 2.
Oh yeah, 12.
let's go miss.
Hmm.
You're gonna go wide.
Hit the tree.
You hit the tree with an Eldritch Blast.
And it goes right over my head.
The tree falls over. The tree falls right over with the
Or wait.
force of the Eldritch
What,
Blast.
the
Have
opposite
it be a
direction?
plot device.
Yeah, the opposite direction. Yes, it went right up, leaving a big crater in the ground where your miniatures have been stashed. You can now see them.
Oh, thank God! Mom, Pa, you kept it in the packaging!
They did, yes.
Oh, thank you. Here, I'm gonna start dusting them off.
Goes to Shindig. A tree's fallen over.
Okay. Casting Fairy Fire on the dad.
Fairy fire on the dad.
Yes.
I love it.
All
You're
right.
not going to help me finish off this tree?
No. You got that.
It was an evil tree.
A bad tree. The worst tree. Yeah, you cast Fairy Fire on the dad, and you can see, sure enough, an invisible shape is sitting on Dad's shoulder.
Aw, the best of trees, it was the worst of
It
trees.
is now. By the way, what does your Fairy Fire look like, Shindig?
It just looks like sort of blue flames.
By
Red.
Shindig's
Red.
definition.
Red.
So in red flames, the outline of a fairy is sitting on Daddy Dragonborn's shoulder.
Fairy fired fairy.
A Fairy Fire fairy.
Mm.
One of the 3 Fs.
Very fairy fired fairy.
Very Fairy Fire fairy.
So this fairy is fabulously on fire right
So you now all have
Fabulously
an
on fire, Fairy
advantage.
Fire fairy.
You have an advantage on attacks.
Yes. Advantage on attacks against Dad and against the fairy.
Mm.
Who is because
Is Dad unconscious?
Dad is not unconscious. Dad is still fighting.
Okay. I thought that was his death.
Oh, so when you use
Right.
fairy fire, it gives us advantage?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Gonna go to Melvin.
Awesome. Melvin, having found their figurines and like being very grateful and thanking Mom and Pop for taking good care of them, telling them not to dare ever bury them in the dirt again.
Melvin, look, ghost on father's shoulder. Hit.
Oh, hell yeah! And Melvin runs over and goes to bop the ghost on Father's shoulder on
Just
the
swing
head.
like a baseball bat.
Go ahead, roll it. You have
Got
advantage.
2 hands.
Awesome. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20
But
hits.
not natural.
20 hits.
Perfect. Also, one thing I didn't do in the last turn because I was so focused on my really important goal, I also get a bonus on arm strike because I'm a monk.
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, you whap a fairy and then you punch a fairy.
So that was 6 damage
Okay, with the stick.
with the stick.
And then you,
Yeah.
One-handed or two-handed?
Oh, 2-handed. But I
Then
still
it's
get the.
then it's a D8.
Oh,
my
then it's a
dude.
D8.
Then it's a D8.
Should have thought about it. It's
Well,
still,
still
6.
4. Okay, still 6 total.
Hold on, I gotta
Yeah.
write that down.
Now,
Wow.
now is the punch also with advantage?
Yes,
Yes, that's correct. Still attack.
because that fairy fire.
Because all attacks.
Oh, for the next round.
16 to hit the fairy.
16 will hit a fairy.
Awesome. So I get this. I think it's 3.
3 plus strength.
4. No, that's
For the duration.
It's Dex for monk.
Oh, okay.
And what's the direction?
5.
5. Say you're gonna whack a fairy and you go punch a
Yeah.
fairy, and that fairy is gonna go flying and land
Concentration up to 1 minute.
on your minifigures.
Remember your
Yeah, so I did 11 damage. Oh, it landed on my
It
minifigures.
lands in the pile of your minifigures and it's just sitting there.
And I go, oh heck, you better not have damaged them.
And she said, "No, I won't. Stop hitting me."
Mom, Paul, don't let her touch my figures.
Mom and Pa haven't followed you back out
They're
yet.
still at the
No.
party.
They landed on my. No, they were on my shoulders as I was running. out.
Oh, okay.
That's why
yeah.
I was yelling at Ma and Pa the whole time.
Fine. Just wearing him like the frogs
Yeah.
from Naruto.
That's also why I didn't let myself take the extra hit,
Did not
because I figured
extra.
I was encumbered
Yeah.
by them.
Okay, yeah, Mom and Pa jump down, and they jump on the ferry, and they just start smacking it with sticks.
All right, wait, no, hold on, move her aside. They move her.
They move her, and then they keep hitting her with sticks. Goes
That's
to,
why Kevin said Ma and Pa are in my inventory.
Stormcaller, just like the oak door. Stormcaller.
So I'm before Pop.
Yes, you are. He got 6 on his initiative.
Ouch.
I'm really bad.
I will
at this.
rush over, and if I want to like
No worse
put
than
my
me.
foot on his throat
Uh-huh.
to like restrain him, does that count as a grapple?
He's like knocked over. I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, no roll.
No roll. You got him.
Okay.
Your
Yeah, I
foot-
just like pinned him down, and I said, "Stop this, father! Stop it now! There's still chance to recover from your dishonor. Who is your friend?"
He says,
I move my foot off his throat, but still have him pinned like on the chest.
"Thank you. That is much better. My friend is powerful pixie. She say that Burning Tree family do not keep on deal. They try to go back, and so we here is repossession, and we take necklace and we keep all the wealth for ourselves. Ourselves. You know, you and me, us, totally. 100%.
Insight check.
Insight check. Yes.
In the back, you hear it's powerful pixie, and you hear, "Ow, ow, stop, ow!
What I'm thinking.
Get him, Paul! Get him, Paul!"
You know that scene in Monsters Incorporated when the one monster ended up in the shack?
Yeah, exactly that.
Get her, Mom!
Get her,
Another
get her.
gator got it!
Another gator got in the house. We gonna eat good
Get
tonight.
that gator! 16.
16. Yeah, he is clearly lying about, he's pointing at the fairy. This is a very powerful pixie, and you can see, no, this is not a powerful pixie. And the only thing he seems to have been telling the truth about, as you've heard him lie for years, the only thing he's telling the truth about is that having this medallion, having this amulet is a source of wealth. He's genuinely protecting it, which I'm still grabbing it. We know it's in his mouth now. You can see it under his tongue when he talks to you.
Okay, it says, I don't think so. You will pay for your crimes, and then I try to reach into his mouth and pull it out.
Okay, let's make it like an unarmed attack roll. And you just gotta.
Is it strength?
How's this? Dexterity,
Yeah.
because he's gonna try to bite your hand.
Okay. 5.
5.
Oh dear.
8. Yeah, you reach your hand in your father's mouth, and he's gonna bite down on you and do 2 damage.
Ooh, do you keep your hand in his mouth?
No. I'll punch him.
It's going to be.
Father has necklace in mouth. Must get out before so he don't swallow it.
Yes, must get out.
Or else we will rip it out of your gullet. Intimidation check.
Do it.
12.
12. 1. Now 1, so he's, no, you do not take. I will give all money to you, and do not harm. And he's cowering in fear. It's like I was real bad father, doing all kinds of dragonborn naughtiness with other dragonborns. You're right. I was bad. I've seen the ways and the light. Do not hurt Papa.
Remember babushka.
And he has begun to start to crawl away from you.
No,
Sort of
I'm still standing on him.
Okay, so it's okay.
It's just I try to take it out of his mouth, and I'd be like, no bite, and then I try to take it out.
You have it. And it's slimy, and you see it is a platinum coin, perfectly circular, and inscribed into it. Make an Arcana check, Stormcaller, so that you can identify these symbols on this thing.
I'm adding the bite mark to my hand. 'Cause
Everything is character.
I will not. Yes, everything is character.
Mhm.
Okay, Arcana check. 11.
11. This is a Fey symbol, but is not one associated with the court where pixies would reside. This is the Unseelie court. This is the winter court of pixies.
Then Harry
Or
dressed
of
up.
fairies,
kind
sorry.
of as I'm kind of pulling it out of it. Here's your. And I kind of notice something. Why is the bad pixies gifting your family with wealth? And I'll still give it to him.
Yeah.
It takes. I have no idea. I will have to ask them what people we've gotten involved with. I'm not actually sure I want to give this back to them now.
And Shindig, as you say that, who should be bounding after you but the members of the party have caught up to see what all the commotion is about in the town of Dirtville. And front and center is Jimbo, with his very good understanding of timing. Specifically
It's midnight.
of midnight and noon. Jimbo comes up to you and says, Shindig, it's almost midnight. Your mom said you gotta bring that medallion back or all your wealth's gonna disappear.
Shindig looks at the medallion.
Your parents have also come. Everyone's there. Everyone in town is there now by the big oak tree.
But the teeth you stamp on it, piss on it.
Shindig turns to his parents. Explain this.
Oh, it's our darkest shame. We had to trade away something very valuable to the Winter Court in order to obtain the wealth that we could finally have, and then we could finally send you to boarding school, Shindig. And we had to trade away. Oh, I can barely say it. We had to trade away all your father's books and magazines.
They traded nudes for wealth.
How could you? He worked so hard on those.
We needed to send you to boarding school so we could have more time alone.
To make more magazines and books.
Never! He chucks the thing.
Shindig chucks the medallion, and you hear ow, 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 and the little pixie flies up and grabs it, and Mom Par hitting it like a piñata. No, come back down! And she's got it, and she's like, oh no, wait, no, I need to bind it to a mortal. You.
Yeah?
Now look here, ow, stop it. Now look here.
Right.
With this medallion, you can have infinite wealth. All you have to do is give me something of incredible value.
Oh, folks.
And Melvin grabs her by like her tiny pixie body and is like holding her like tight in his giant half-orc hand. And he goes, well, here's the thing.
Ow, too tight.
Your life seems to be of value. So I could give you that, and then I could use this to get all the figurines I want.
Intimidation check. You're threatening her life.
Can Primus give the assist, limping up with a broken metal leg, and cast Charm Person on the fairy?
Yeah, but I believe the Fae have an advantage against being charmed.
They do.
I can at least try. Roll
You can
for
try
me.
it.
No, oh yeah, sure.
You can try it.
8 plus whatever your spellcasting mod is. Charisma, plus your charisma.
So +4.
12, 13, 14.
I got a 17.
Okay, so that
so
doesn't
it's
work.
not charmed. She's like, don't do that.
But
Stop.
Melvin did get a 17 on their intimidation check. 19.
I'm gonna resist. 12.
Yeah.
Okay,
I softened them up for you.
just don't kill me. Here, infinite wealth. Infinite wealth.
Oh my god, that's infinite figurines! And Melvin joyously, like, because they're clumsy,
Yeah.
they still have the medallion in one hand, but they throw their hands in the air and let go of the pixie and accidentally launching them.
And the pixie is launched and lands as hard as possible into that oak tree, that fallen oak tree, like leans on like an upturned root. And there's a splatter of bright glittery pixie blood. And then
And can I just add that the mansion in the distance suddenly starts to rumble and glow with this light that then
Exactly.
collapses in on itself, kind of like that scene in Poltergeist.
Ooh, I
Exactly.
love
It
it.
collapses down, and then after it's turned in like a pinpoint of light, it explodes again into just a little shack as it was.
Aww.
yes, a shack covered in a mansion's mass worth of dirt. And that little pixie, looking dead and forlorn against the oak tree, the glittery blood starts to pull itself back in. And Jimbo says, "We did it! It's midnight!" And the pixie says, the contract is sealed. You get infinite wealth, and I get infinite life.
You made an immortal pixie.
We did it! And ladies and gentlemen, that is how to play D&D with better backgrounds.
So I made an aesthetically cool character, but useless as hell.
I loved it.
I did
This was
nothing.
great.
So that was Better Backstories. If you like what we did here, if you thought the D&D was fun, you think the product's cool, then please support Jazz on Kickstarter as Better Backstories gets kicked off.
You can also find me on Facebook. You can go to Jasmine Cosplay. That's Jasmine with a Z. That's my cosplay page, of course. And you can find me on the social medias at JazzRay22, JAZRAE22. And that's Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, and all the other things.
And if you like what we did, we are Tabletop for the End of the World. Please also support our Patreon and support our podcast, where four guys try to cope with the end of the world by playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are part of We Are Heroes Productions. Follow us on our newly started Patreon at We Are Heroes Productions /Patreon, I believe.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com/WeAreHeroes. Oh, thank you. And with that, everybody, enjoy putting more character in your characters.